Hello everyone, my name is Sean and I'm here to cure your boredom of the day. Welcome back to episode 16. Now before we start today's episode, I do want to quickly say that I am trying to hit 100 subs before the end of the year, not the end of the episode. So it would be greatly appreciated if you did hit the subscribe button because I am on the road to 100 subs and I would love it if you joined. Anyway, I have a little bit of a story I need to tell. And I do want to say that I have been trying to figure out what am I going to do for, oh my god, I've been waiting for 20 minutes for this dude to grow up and he's a nitwit. I hate him. The villagers are almost all back to normal. I almost have them all fixed. I just need one more person to sell me quartz blocks and then we're all good. Anyway, I do want to say and preference this. I actually have been trying to figure out what am I going to do with today's episode. Right, since it's technically, I could do 3 different things. I could work on the pumpkin and melon farm. I could work on the Nether hub. Or I could work on making a Nether portal here set up at the mega base. And I couldn't choose between the two. And no joke, I wasn't playing any game. I was watching Thunderbolts when I realized that I figured out what I want to do with today's episode, and that actually ended up making me go immediately to my little drawing book, my little journal, and I will show it to you right now, and I drew up a mock idea for the Nether portal idea that I wanted to do. Now, the idea I had was that we go out here, you know how that's 50 blocks over there? Shrink it down to 26, sorry, because even numbers means a 2-block center. So it's 26 blocks circle, and meaning it's smaller than the other 2. But in all reality, it's another portal. We don't need it that deep. And then I decided I wanted to build a Nether portal in the shape of a sword. And to start that idea off, I started drawing a little bit of it. It was really rough sketch. It was really just trying to get like general idea of how I wanted to do it. And I'll show you that image right now. As you can see, it's really kind of crooked. It's not, there's a lot of just numbers kind of like trying to say how big things are, talking about the podium. I mean, everything's really unbalanced, but it has the general idea of it. But from that idea, I actually ended up going to a creative test world, and I just started to just build while I was watching Thunderbolts. I was watching Thunderbolts not in the theater, I was watching it on my computer, and I just started building. I just started placing blocks, and that's usually what I recommend doing. If you need to like do something, just start placing blocks. It'll just come together. But I wanted to make sure I did this right, so let me swap over to a creative testing world and just... You might recognize this little contraption from our little testing world. And look, it still even has the hopper track going for the original idea, but this is when we first started working on the mega base. Wow, that's old. And you might even recognize this, which we ended up not doing, or that. So, even older, you might even recognize this build, the Nether hub. I can't show you behind me because behind me is the build. But as you can see, like, the 2 different ideas, everything like that. See, it's just good sometimes to work on things in a creative testing world. Now, the build I need to show you is actually right over here. If I just fly over to the side, we probably won't be lined up with it too well. It's fine. But, is this is another portal idea. As you can see, kind of like that's like the water, this is supposed to be like the podium it stands on, but look at that. This is the sword build idea that I thought of for the Nether portal, and I think I cooked. I think I made this really well, and I don't know how or why I did it. I just started placing blocks, started making this like cool etching design, and I just started placing. And this is the maximum height of another portal. This is 23 blocks, and I think it just looks so good, dude. It is so well made, and I'm very excited to build this on the real server. But as you can see, the podium's actually smaller. It's 25 and not 50. It's 26, sorry, not 50. And the portal's clearly not on the even side because it's a 2-block center, but it's a 1 block thing fitting on a 2 block center. It doesn't matter. But this I have no idea how I'm gonna like texture this, but I think it looks just good how it is right now. So I mean, I'm very excited to start working on this. Literally, just I think I clicked on it. I might change the little hilt that's down here. I don't think I will, actually. I think up close it looks just fine, and I just love this. I love what I did here. If we switch back over to the actual Minecraft world, we actually need to start working on this over here. So I think what we're gonna do, this is definitely what we're gonna do, is place a shulker box. Before this episode started, I did get a little bit of obsidian over there. That's the point. Anyway, I am going to 100% just start building, and that's it. And then I'll do a time lapse, and then after that time, I will start building the sword. I'm gonna make the little I'm not gonna make the podium. I'm gonna make the platform it sits on. And when that's done, we can start building. So, all right, little time lapse right now. Before I continue, I would like to quickly state that I'm not going to time-lapse me building the sword. And the reason why I do have that is simply just it's just going to be really, 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 really annoying to do. What I'm going to do instead is do a quick little turn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And look, there's a build. All right, I got to be completely honest with you before I start talking a little bit. I have actually recorded this clip before, and guess what? The portals did not sync right. It synced to those portals over there to the kill chamber. This one did. But inside the Nether, it synced to this one over here, and we will actually go through it real quick. See? It actually synced to this one, more precisely that one. I moved it over more, and then it would the portal in the overworld would sync up here to this one, and the simple fix is just I deactivated it. It no longer works. The Nether will no longer work, so we no longer have a Nether kill chamber, and I'm okay with that because I would rather have it inside the overworld because the whole system's set up to have overworld. The whole system's supposed to be set up so I can use the overworld so I can get the XP from it. But for the most part, we now actually have a Nether portal hooked up to our very lovely mega base. It's only taken what, forever for me to do this. It was about long enough. It was time. This was time to do. If we didn't do this now, I probably wouldn't have done it until like close to the final, which I don't think we're close to yet. So anyway, we need to seriously work on the Nether hub because look, this is the main area I'm in, and this is what I have to see. Dirt, this, like look, I can't even fully fly through this tunnel because it's 2 blocks. It's supposed to be 3, and then over here, look, it's bad. Really quickly. Enough rant. Let's talk about the build. Look at it. It looks so cool. And I mean that. Look at it. It's so awesome. I do have a few screenshots I do want to quickly show you. Like, all the scaffolding that we simply just had to use just to simply get it up to, to set up to look at it. I think that was cool. And the little tongs that come out to the side, these things, I put on the wrong side. I put on that lower half. It was really weird. It was so weird, man. That's okay. what we need to do now is work on the platform we're gonna use this on. We're gonna like put this up on, and I low-key don't think it's gonna be that bad to do. I just need to like take all the seaweed out of here and whatnot, and then it'll look good. For the most part though, this part's almost done. And I also said in the cut clip that out of all 4 of these little circles, that's the one that's going to get 100% completed first out of all of them. Which is weird, because since we've been working on this one right here, probably the longest. That's fine, right? Like, it's not that big of a deal. But we do need to start gearing up for another Nether Hub base build. And I might do it after. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it after the pumpkin and melon farm. I don't know if we're going to get to it this episode. I don't know. So let us jump into another time lapse to get the platform all done. And then, well, in the making of it, like right before I started making this video, the Copper Age drop came out. So I kind of want to play around with a few things from there. Like the copper golems, I think would be fun. But that's just me. So anyway, let us start our wonderful and beautiful time lapse right now. And look at that, we have a pillar. Yeah, look, it's such a great pillar. It's so awesome. It's just a pillar. Yay. I mean, like, it's just a pillar. It looks good. I have also realized that there's a lot of space down inside of it, and part of this whole thing was wondering, what do I do with that open space? Because I don't like leaving open space. I like using all the space I possibly can. And down here was supposed to make it so that I can make more cyan. We have part 1 of that is cactus to make cyan dye. The other half would have to get blue dye all the way from like either lapis or cornflowers. Well, Lapis kind of sucks to get because villagers can give them, or you can mine for it, or you can make a flower farm. I have decided I'm going to make Silent Whispers flower farm down here. Now, I actually thankfully have all of the blocks right here. I didn't have to go anywhere too major. I think I had to go for the cornflower. I had to go over to the, what's its name? The raid farm, if you remember that, which I didn't make, so that's why there's no video of it. Where is it? Hello? Cornflower. Cornflower. Here it is. Cornflower. Yeah, see? Because in Bedrock Edition, you can do something really cool, and that's called bone meal just the flour, and then you make a flower. And then you get a flower farm of it. So we don't need to go to a biome to get it or anything like that. We just bone meal the flour, and bam, bam, bam. It just works. It's really nice. It's great. So the next thing I'm probably going to do, not probably, why do I say probably? The next thing I am going to do is make a flower farm in here, and then hopefully we can make a bunch of cyan glass, and then we can probably, depending on how much more time we have left in this video, which I think we're going to have a lot of, we'll probably get another time lapse and start actually working on the glass around the main base. What? I didn't think we were going to do that for a while. Or maybe we'll make another farm. Who knows? I don't know what we're going to do. I just know I have a certain amount of time that I have to put into this video. So, yeah. There's a lot we need to... There's a lot. I'm kind of struggling now for time. And I don't mean to, I'm not trying to rush the video. That's the thing. So, yeah. I mean, we could do a bunch of, Ooh, I know what we can do. I know what we're going to do. What the bug? It shouldn't be like that. I think if we... Right, because, I can do that, and then it should be able to pass through. Okay. I fired for a second. There might be... Might not be some friendlies over on this portal. Let's just try it. Let's see here. Chest plated up. We're strapped. Okay, cool. They didn't spawn. Oh boy. I think we're doing the Nether Hub next episode now that I look at this. Alright, cool. Alright, so I am going to start making the flower farm. And then we'll fire it up and then we'll just get making. We'll just get cooking. This is just, oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh, the whole mega base is coming together so nicely. Thank you everyone for watching. So, all right, let's do a time lapse now. Let's start it now. Alright, we have the farm done. And that's really all I could ask for. I mean, I'm going to fire it up just so you can see it work in action. It takes a second because it has to fade, but boom, there it goes. Right, look at that. Breaky, 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 breaky. You know, look at all the flowers, look at all the flowers. You know, and then, at any second now, it should stop so it floods. Any second now? Any second now. loud. Okay. Got a little bit more, a little bit longer. There it goes, stops, and then behold. It all gets moved down. Just like that. Then it keeps doing that. See? Great. I think we have enough cornflowers to make all the cyan dye I want. Oh boy. Wonderful. I mean, that's probably the longest I've ran it. I ran it for like 2 seconds and I did this already. But bam, look at that. We have cyan glass. I mean, this obviously will happen quicker. Is that a creeper? What? I don't know why my creepers are charge creepers now, but they are. Now, I think the only thing that's bottlenecking us now is, well, cactus. So I got an AFK here at the cactus farm. Probably get some sugarcane going. I did a little bit, probably not much. Right, yeah. It looks really bad right now, like only like that much, but if you combine it to one chest, it looks like a lot. But sadly, alas, that's not how this is gonna be. It's weird. Must have just fired. Alright. We need to also make a pumpkin and melon farm, but we're going to not do that in this episode. We're not going to do that in this episode. We're not going to either do it in the next episode. We're actually probably going to go to the Nether and do the Nether hub, because guess what? I have brought over from the starter base a chest over here that has cobble deep slate, basalt, I was about to say blastoise, but that's basalt, blackstone, quartz, warp stem, and packed ice. So we'll probably be working on the Nether hub, and to be more specific, probably not the section that, like, because I think there's about 3 more sections that will probably, yeah, whoa. We're probably not going to work on this section that's all over here, like this area, because I'd have to remove that. This area. Finish mining out that section that's right here. We're probably going to go and dig out this whole section that's sitting over here, from this area here all the way down to here, all the way down. It's going to be probably a bigger expansion. It's going to be the second biggest section. So I hope we have enough. If we don't, I might be scrapping the video, and we're going to be like, not scrapping, but it's going to be a multi-part episode, kind of. But yeah, this will be the biggest section. This is the area that's going to be having probably the most nether portals. So yeah. The other biggest part is going to be expanding after this part here. Be expanding all the way down to the desert, mesa, coral reef, calcite mountain, and the mangrove forest. But I don't want to do that now, and quite frankly, I don't know if I actually will. I plan on ending this series when we finish the mega base and we finish the Nether hub. That might be just a section I don't do or something. I don't know. If you want me to see it, I hope you subscribe, because it will probably take months to do. And that's not even going to be a joke. It's going to take so dang long, it's not even going to be funny. But I want to get through this area here. Just this all right here. Just so we can have more of it. And then I plan on then gearing... I want to make a few more things to the mega base. A few more farms. And then we will probably be doing this section next. So I plan on doing 2 more episodes on the base, then working back on the Nether hub. So yeah. And which means we probably need to start like streaming a digging project soon. So yeah, you can see where I got all my warp stem, simply because there's no trees here. Oh, it's so gone. I didn't realize I did it this bad. We need to make a warp stem farm. Tree farm. So we can fix this area up. So we don't look like we're living as a heathen. That's fine. But, quite frankly, we have still a lot to do over here at this base. So don't you worry your pretty little head off. We have so much left to do. Like, we got to do bridges. And we got to make 2 more circles. And I think over here I'm going to put a tree farm. 2 tree farms. And then over there's going to be a mega mob farm. And then we got to do the main area. So we still got a lot to do. Not to mention the bridges connecting everything. Oh my god. So, we still got a lot to do. So, don't you worry. Alright. I am going to leave this video here. I'm actually going to end it now. So, thank you so much for watching today's video. I loved it. And I will see you in the next one, which will probably be a Vault Hunters episode. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I love it. And goodbye!